So after months of not playing H1Z1, we came back. Figured we'd give it another shot. We started playing just like we did last time, built a small shack, had a storage container, started collecting stuff. And we said, you know what, let's make it to the next step. Let's recruit some people. We had about 10 people. Figured, you know what, let's start building bases. Went to YouTube to find some base guides. Figured by this point there should be plenty of base guides. There's none that were actually relevant to the patch that we were currently in. They're all like 4 or 5 months old. So I figured, you know what, someone needs to do it, so I'm making one. This is my unraidable base attempt. So far it's been successful. You can be the judge. Tell me if I have any flaws, but so far it's been pretty good. We're on like a medium low pop server. There's a little bit of action. We have a few bases, garage bases, normal bases, no access for cars, and a bunch of other stuff. We're down here in Wake Hills near the toxic zone. There's a lot of bases that I could show you, but I'll show you mine. This is it. We'll start with the outside. The outside is a normal foundation with 4 deck expansions. 1, 2, 3, and on the other side is 4. As you see, I put a ramp here. It's kind of like a decoy ramp. That's an obvious place to raid. Most people are going to try to raid the ramp or where the main entrance would be. So I have the sleeping bags down. Hopefully they can't put IEDs down on those. And then I figured, you know what, I'm going to come up with something clever instead of just doing like a normal base with the overhanging roof and all that. So we have this gate, which opens up into nothing. It opens up into nothing. I was gonna build something clever out of different structures inside of here so it could be like a smiley face, but I haven't yet. So then we close that gate, and in the process I actually opened up this gate, which goes to a secret room. Inside the secret room there's actually a gate here you can open up into a bigger room. I'm not using it because it's too close to the main entrance, and that's just scary for me. So we'll go ahead and close this back, and we'll go around to the actual entrance. So this is the real entrance. I tried to make it as less noticeable as possible, but it's still fairly noticeable because you can see sleeping bags under the door. Not a huge deal, basically because they have to put IEDs on the ground or on the rock, and I don't even think you can put IEDs on the rock. I probably should test it, but haven't yet. You open up this gate, jump in. Eventually there's going to be a door here. I'll kind of explain the layout as we go through. We'll go ahead and close this one. Sorry, there's a gate there. Close this one. The gates are complicated. I still get confused. 1, 2, 3. That gate just closed back there. And you close this one. This is the main entrance. We'll go back to this. So this is it. I have sleeping bags at every main door, just for extra protection against IEDs as they go through and they keep raiding, if they do end up raiding through the correct way. Otherwise, there's about 5 shelters that they have to get through on the other side. So it works out pretty good. So we'll close this again. Close that. Boom. Alright, so here's the main gathering room. Those crates have like your building supplies, your food. This is just basic stuff with some repairs. This is like average everyday stuff. This is kind of your, oh crap, I need something, or just a quick storage container. I have a sleeping bag here, but I don't really know why because I have sleeping bags all through it. Furnace, close that. And then the reason I built the workbench beside the wall here is so that anytime I'm using those storage containers on the inside, it actually affects the workbench as well. And you have your barbecue. So we'll go this way first. We have just this is just an expansion, and then we have a gate here, which that gate opens up into another room. I haven't started using this room, just gives me extra rooms just in case one of my friends' bases get raided. They have place to come stay for a little bit till they get theirs up and running again. So we go back through here, and I looked here because there's actually a gate there and a door here, which again I haven't used. Boom. You almost can't even see it. I mean, you can, and you kind of notice, but it doesn't look like everything else. So it's nice. Kind of blends in. So you walk around here, and as you can tell, there's a open spot. If you might have seen from my inventory, there's some stairs here. Place the stairs, run up, sit on the sleeping bags, press E, and you remove the stairs. You have like 30 seconds, I think. So you open this up, close it real quick while we're here, and there is this room. We'll actually pull out our flashlight because it's kind of dark, and normally there's a gate here, but I'm retarded and didn't close it, so we'll close it real quick. So we open this up, and so say somehow they get through all 5 of those shelters, are able to get a vehicle in here, or able to somehow destroy all this and get up onto this platform here. They'd have to get through this gate and this door before they can get any of my actual loot. This has a bunch of ghillie suits, armors, Kevlar, stuff like that. This is all of my med shit and my hospital keys, which we just did a hospital run, so I don't have any. And then we'll close this again. We go first person for that. Makes it easy. Come back over here. This is kind of a completely closed off, just so everyone can see. No way you can get a grenade into here, but we don't keep vehicles, so no reason for someone to throw a gas grenade. They'd just be wasting them. Plus, respirator. Alright. So, this is the second one. Again, somehow if they manage to get up here and all the way over, they'd have to get through all these sleeping bags again, so they'd be wasting even more because it's further distance away. Open this up. There's actually a gate here, which is convenient. That gate opens, and I could actually leave that gate open, but I feel like it's funnier to have them waste all those IEDs on that door just to have to waste more IEDs inside of this. So then we close that. Again, I haven't used this room, saving it just in case. Then we open this one there, and this is the most valuable room. Right now, I log off with all your ammo. I figured the general idea behind this game, if you're not willing to log off with it, don't worry about it. If you lose it, whatever. This is my best attempt at an unraidable base. Worked out pretty good. And then you have all the weapons and stuff. I keep fire axes in here because they're super important to me. I hoard them. Every time I get a hand on fire axe, I take it. That's basically the base. If there's ever any interest in this base and how it works and all that. What gate was that for? Oh, Jesus. I don't even know what gate that was for. Whatever. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. So that's the base. So far it's been unraidable. We've had several attempts, but after repairing a few of the structures inside and rebuilding a few of these structures, they seem to give up after the fourth or the third one. Works out pretty good. I'm going to take you over and talk about a few issues with car garages. The main issue, a car garage will not work if the ground is not flat, completely flat. Meaning, you build a garage over there, it's not completely flat. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's not. That is completely flat. That base used to be someone else. We may or may not have pushed him out. This is apparently completely flat as well, which works out in our favor. So we'll go check it out. So we ended up having too many cars, so we needed more storage. So we have 2 trucks outside because we don't care about losing trucks. And inside of here, we have a police car, an SUV, and an ATV. Here we have 2 rooms. It's not the most secure car garage, but in reality we're in a really good place for car spawns, so it works out pretty well. The reason I bring up car garages is because there's definitely an issue in the game right now with cars rolling on deck foundations or anything. They're just constantly sliding. Even when you log off, they're sliding. They'll hit the wall, and once they hit the wall, give it about 30 minutes and the car's going to explode. You'll notice in the morning you have damaged structure. That's why. Always make sure, if at all possible, you can put a cover over every bit of your car garage. Gas grenades will instantly kill cars. Not instantly, but within about 20 seconds a gas grenade will blow up a car. Don't know why. Don't know why gas affects it like that, but it does. That's okay though. You don't want to hoard too many cars because you'll have the whole server hate you. There's a group on our server right now with about 19 cars, and every other big group, including our group, is going to go raid them in a few days just to knock them out. Just figured I'd show you around at least one of the bases and our car garage. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see an actual basic tutorial, or you want to see every base that we have, there's a lot of different base ideas. We're kind of coming up with stuff as we go. Most of the stuff on YouTube isn't up to date at all, so we're trying to release some content that's relative to the patch that we're currently in. Thank you so much. Peace. Spaz out.